You know what is a big talking point right now? The inspection stickers. And I have with me Inspector Hill from the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. And he is here with us this morning to talk about all of the confusion that we are having this morning in El Dorado. Inspector Hill, there was a long line. I just got a message saying that the licensing office there at Ryston Road, there is a long line there as well. What is happening?
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Happy New Year. Let me first say that I live in the East. So this morning again, I saw the long line in El Dorado, as well as in Barataria and in Laventille. So let me first take you through the law on license, on the inspections, and just mention a few things, and we can take it from there. So first of all, Section 27(1) of the Motor Vehicles and Road Traffic Regulation provides that a registered owner of a public service motor vehicle, rental car, goods vehicle, omnibus, tractor, or trailer shall produce it for inspection by a transport officer annually, and a registered owner of a private motor vehicle or motorcycle, where such motor vehicle or motorcycle is 5 years old or more, shall produce it for inspection by an examiner biannually at such premises designated for that purpose as the licensing authority may direct. Additionally, Section 27(11) states that a registered owner of a private motor vehicle or motorcycle, public service motor vehicle, rental car, goods vehicle, omnibus or trailer, who fails to produce the vehicle for inspection or drives the vehicle without obtaining an inspection sticker and certificate in accordance with these regulations, commits an offense and is liable on summary conviction to a fine of $5,000. So that's the law where motor vehicle inspection is concerned.
I mean, it costs what, about $300 to get
$300. $300.
So $5,000 is a big, big amount.
Let me say that $5,000 is the maximum fee. So if you're fortunate and you're before a magistrate for failing to have your vehicle inspected or failing to have the sticker, then you may get less if you're fortunate.
Yeah. One concern that people have is that not everybody are getting these stickers. Would they be charged if they get inspected but don't have this sticker?
So it's my understanding that if your vehicle has been inspected and you have all the documentation and you produce it to the licensing officer or the police officer, you should not get you should not be charged, because it's not a ticketable offense. Let me also state that. You're not going to get a ticket that you go and pay. You're going to get a summons where you have to go to court and face the magistrate.
If you don't have your inspection sticker?
Well, as I said before, it is if your vehicle has not been inspected. Right. There's a distinction. Yeah. Your vehicle may be inspected, but at the inspection site, you did not get a sticker. Then if you have the documentation and you present it to the licensing officer or the police officer, you should not be charged.
Another concern that people have is, okay, so they haven't gotten their vehicle inspected yet, but they're driving and they're on their way to the inspection station and a police officer stops them. What happens there? Could I tell the officer, well, I'm going to get it done now?
Of course you can.
And then it's up to the discretion of the officer.
Exactly, because there was, I think it's a 5 or 6 months moratorium. And I also understand that last week was another grace period. So it's up to the discretion of the police officer and the licensing officer if they want to, give you a chance.
Yeah, because these are some of the questions that people ask because they are concerned. And now you see the rush.
Yeah, but again, I mentioned sometime before, we are last-minute society. We have this last-minute culture. Months ago, this was announced. And one of the things I want to tell Trinidad and Tobago is that while the law speaks to inspection and satisfying the requirement of the law, it's for all of our safety, So when you go to the inspection side, they check your horn, they check your brakes, they check your lights and so on. So it's for the safety of the users of the road, not only the driver of that vehicle, but for all the other users of the road. So people need to understand that it's not just a legal requirement. It is for the safety of all the users of the road. We want to ensure that your vehicle is roadworthy, and it's a safety precaution for you and for the occupants of your vehicle, as well as all the other users of the road.
Do you have any information to say how many people have been charged so far with
No, well, of
this
course,
offense?
that is always very difficult to say, because as we speak, certain people are probably being charged for failing to have their vehicles inspected. And I also want to say that it's not just, there are 2 charges.
2 charges?
Yeah, there are 2 charges.
What
potentially 2 charges. So the charges for the owner of the vehicle not having the vehicle inspected, and for the person who's driving the vehicle.
Really?
Yes.
So
yes.
But the maximum is 5,000?
It's 5,000. So it's a non-ticketable offense. So you don't get a ticket. You get a summons to come to court and face the magistrate. Yeah, and if you're lucky, you may not be fined $5,000.
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky.
So it's up to discretion of the police officer. So people just
no, not discretion of the police officer. You mean if you're on the way,
yes,
and you say to the police officer,
well, I'm
or the
on
licensing
the way.
officer, it's up to their discretion.
And then when you go to court, if you have to go to court, then it's up to the discretion of the
once you're charged, you have to go to court.
Yeah, and I know many people don't want that.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you very much, Inspector Hill, for coming on this morning and talking to us about this, a very important issue. And, a lot of people, as we said, lines at the inspection stations in El Dorado this morning, Barrett area, and, of course, on Ryson Road.